Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. Before we jump over to the next turn, there's a battle I forgot to fight. These guys, desperately fleeing from our fleets over here, have run straight into our fleet at ZUBEN. This is very unfortunate for them. Obviously they'll fight us because they're going to die if they retreat, so they may as well stand up, but this is going to be completely trivial. And by completely trivial, I mean not worth watching, so I probably should have slid that little watch thing over to the other side. Alright. Come on, there we go. We don't need to see this. Alright, another 400 science. Speaking of science, where are we at here? We are one turn away from having unlocked the last tier of the science tree, or the science wedge. And so this is our moment of decision. It's got to be we just go for the science victory, right? And if you're going for the science victory, each of the endless techs, once researched, increases the cost of the other endless techs, as you might imagine. You really want to go for Genius of the Endless first, because of the dramatic effect it has on tech cost. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the conflict with the Cravers to supercharge our science rate. We should also get another Drakkar and some Slayers. Like we should rebuild the boarding party fleet. I guess that's a thing that's worth doing. Yeah, we have a lot of systems where we're about to finish building stuff. It shouldn't be a big deal. But I guess for now we can go and we can blockade PAVO. They don't have to use PAVO to get to Gia. Obviously, they can just free space it, but we should put up the blockade anyway. Plus, this is going to keep happening, which is annoying. Apparently they actually settled it. Well, I mean, that's easy enough to solve, especially with it being a very low population. Okay, so we need to have our NARS sit here for a turn to completely refill. Here I see a transport ship. Let's just grab that real fast.
Maybe that will help you. Maybe it won't.
All right.
That will help you.
Well, he declared war on me. He didn't declare war on me, but he told me he's going to. I guess I appreciate the warning. Alright, we can drive this guy off real quick. He's allowed to retreat to Virac? Really? That's weird. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure that anybody else is going to help us with this quest at all. We do actually have to kill all the fleets before the turn timer runs out if we're going to get the rewards. In order to get the rewards. Alright, so how long are we looking at? Okay, we picked up a new engine. That's handy. Of course, it's made out of one of the resources that we can least afford to spend a bunch of. How many turns are we looking at here on Genius of the Endless? 16. Alright, well. Reminder, the science capacity of the Empire is going to continue dramatically expanding, even as our tech costs go up. I think we're going to be fine here. We do need to put together the Dark Matter Institute somewhere. It doesn't really matter where, it just needs to be a place that's level 4. I guess we should try to find a level 4 system that has a lot of anomalies. So you're about to be level 4. What is your... Anomalies are not actually being displayed here. We currently have one anomaly. A second one is maybe coming. So I guess Staterus is where we should build it. Alright, let's get it done, because that's a lot of science. In addition, we need to build some ships, like I said. Ooh, 5 turns, though. Maybe what we actually need to build here is some more production. Well, we should specialize both of these worlds. Although we probably should specialize them in science, given that they're cold worlds. Yeah, you know what? Just work on science stuff. Oh, there actually is still a curiosity. Well, whatever. We're just scanning stuff. Okay, what do we don't really super need a new hero. So, as a seeker, you have plus raw science. Not a lot of good skills, actually, in the seeker part of this tree. However, this person is a vaulter, and Geniocrat is very useful. What are our other options? Scavengers and Riftborn. A Riftborn hero is interesting. Riftborn have a lot of industry. They have peer review, which is a higher tier than Geniocrat, so it'll take longer to get to it. No, we should take the Vaulter, because a percentage boost to science is definitely the direction I want to go in here. Oh, that's right. Heroes are starting at level 6 now, though. Well, it just means he gets to start with Geniocrat. The other guy's skill would not be immediately available. Alright, Raud. Welcome to the team. So, some raw science. Okay, and we really just want to put him on a system where the science output is good, but they don't yet have a governor. Bam. Couple hundred extra science from him. Okay. Yeah, PAVO has actually 0 population. I guess we'll let these guys refill for a turn. We don't really need to. Or actually 0 defense, rather. So how are we going to deal with the UE declaring war on us? It looks like they're bringing in ships toward Heka. I kind of don't have time for this crap. If we manage to burn NALLIN, and now I'm thinking burn rather than take. If we manage to burn NALLIN, then we can just peace out of this war then. No, because we have to keep NALLIN weak long enough for the stuff on it to die out. We don't want the Cravers coming in and reclaiming it while it's still a thing. So we actually have to remain at war. So I guess we just have to build a second entire fleet to deal with the UE. Can we... Actually, he's told us that he has an intent to declare war, but he has not yet declared.
Greetings. Now you
Maybe we can
understand the art of real politic, no?
Maybe we can do something about this. Maybe we can buy him off yet. What would he want? This stuff's rare as heck, and we have a lot of it. Okay, I think we can buy him off. I don't love it, but it's a lot better than us having to focus on a second front when I want to be building science buildings. He's not wavering any further. What if I also gave you some of this? No, I don't know that we're going to be able to do this. We could try trading him some tech. No, we can't. You have to already have peace with people to trade tech with them. Or maybe, you know what, tech trading might be reliant on a diplomatic tech that we don't have access to yet. Alright, well, it looks like we're not going to be able to do that, I don't think. The bar's not moving enough. We're just going to have to fight another war. The good news is, we have defensive structures in a lot of our systems. Yeah, it shouldn't be super easy for him to take any of our worlds. We might have to run these guys over to the other edge of the Empire. By the way, thank goodness for portals. Because we'd be in a real situation here if not for all these portals. Well, Alcyon's about to be free to build stuff. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm worrying too much. Yeah, we're going to have to probably sit over there on NALLIN for the rest of the game. Maybe I can talk the other large alliance into declaring war on him? So one more of those Budyani vessels is coming down here. I was thinking for a second that the flash on this system was indicating that there was a vessel here, but clearly that is not the case.
Continued French.
Yep, so here comes the...
Fallen greet
Oh.
you in peace and harmony.
Yeah, I'll do that. Nope, still no. I assumed one of those was going to be the formal declaration of war. Weird. Alright, let's pick off another fleet. He has some very injured guys incoming. We should probably be able to handle that. And my ships are just old. This whole fleet is just old Craver ships, unfortunately. Do I want to run these guys from ZUBEN down to Decal just in case? I think actually I do. Okay, make sure I have the correct fleet selected. We privateer these dudes out. Alright, ZUBEN... Yeah, ZUBEN would be a fine place to build some ships if we can build them relatively quickly. We totally can. Okay, so make a Drakkar and a Slayer. What else do we need to complete that fleet? That's only 4 points. So we'll put together another Slayer. 2 more Slayers. Then we could dump the Carve out. And then... over here... probably build microwave pipes. I'm surprised that Alcyone didn't complete this the same turn as it completed the other building. It seemed like it was going to. Okay, well... oh man. These are both fertile cold worlds. As much as I want to build ships, I do think we have to. We should pick this up first, because this is a crazy amount of science here. I still can't believe that we still own Vyrak. Like, I thought for sure that was going to get taken really early on. Alright, so our science progress continues. We're starting to really increase generation. Alright, catch those rogues when they show up. This is only one of the rogue fleets. Where's the other one? The other one also on that? Oh, it's acting like they're here. We were just there. I didn't see anybody. Oh, this is a problem we can clean up later. Okay, these guys don't want to get in a fight with us. That's a good sign. Man. Maybe we should run the... we might be able to steal one of those ships, because they're so injured. Like, if we just mix the Drakkar into an existing fleet... like, run it in with these long ships, we might be able to steal something. Oh wait, that's the wrong... there we go, these are the ones I want to merge. Okay, so these guys want to be at medium, long, and medium. And it doesn't actually matter for us. So I guess we try to be short. They're using some projectile weapons. The hull plating thing will help. Yeah, alright, let's try it like this. And I do want to watch this one. I have high hopes here. We might be able to get a ship out of this. I should probably have balanced out my flotillas a little better. That we're going to lose this one, like, right away. Well, oops. So what's their current... okay, their current manpower levels are very high. That's a shame. So we may not actually get a capture here. There go the boarding parties. We're using laser weapons. Are we using the anti-crew laser weapons? Yeah, it looks like we are. I'm seeing. The minus 10s are the boarding parties and the minus 4s are the pinch beams. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a capture here. What I should have done is try to figure out which flotilla they're going to set up in and have the boarding party ship go up solo against one of the injured ships. Yeah, that would have been the best way to do this. Honestly, though, the rate of manpower loss was kind of competitive with our weapons. Had this ship been at full health, we definitely would have captured it before killing it. So that's good data. Ooh. If we get some boarding parties over here... Yeah, this guy's taking a lot of manpower damage early in the battle. Awesome. Captured. This one we probably won't get at all. This one will probably just survive the battle. Actually, man, those laser crits are serious. He might still get away. I think this one's going to survive. We did lose the carve. It's going to be close, actually. Yeah, our boarding parties are crazy effective. Those infantry buffs really helped. Oh. Oh, can they do it? Just barely. Okay, yeah, that was a decisive victory. We lost a carve to gain 2 Craver ships. 900 science. Not bad. There are tactics, by the way, that increase the amount of crew damage and stuff you deal. We're not even the maximum amount in on this boarding party strategy. It just seems very powerful. Alright, it sort of doesn't matter. Like, we're going to search all of these. This is we have a quest here? What quest do we have here? Maybe it's not our quest marker? Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Oh, by the way, somebody pointed out, I was saying this weapon's not that great. It does have a higher crew kill per hit than our current crew killing weapons, so we might actually care about this a little bit. I kind of feel like the game's going to be mostly over by the time we can finish this anyway, but yeah, hit the quest curiosity for sure. And then like atmospheric, life form. We might get some population points out of this at least. So we got 20 titanium. We discovered some Ice 10. That's one better than Ice 9. Means it's definitely totally safe to just put in your mouth. Okay, and so yeah, some small amounts of luxury loot. That's fine. Alright, Rassam. We are short antimatter for this. We just make ships. Of course, doing so does strain our antimatter supplies even further. It kind of looks like we need another defensive fleet. And we don't have any science buildings to build, so we could work on our rate of antimatter gathering. That's probably the smart thing to do here. I'm less concerned now, obviously, about the United Empire since they didn't immediately declare actual war. Which is not to say that I think it definitely won't happen, but at the very least, they're not in a hurry. Oh, and Giestrad still has a ton of science stuff to build. So let's see here. AI labor first, because all of the planets in the system are sterile. That'll help us get some interesting science done. And over here, I think it is perhaps time to advance on them menacingly. So let's grab the Slayer. Trying to figure out, do we actually need a ship to stay here? That's a Butcher coming through ZUBEN. We're about to finish a Drakkar there. What needs to go back and what needs to go forward is the problem I'm trying to solve right now. We should probably swap these long ships to be under the hero's control. So like let's break all these ships out into their own thing. then the hero and his science scoop can merge in here. This is what we'll take to NALLIN. The Drakkar has the siege modules on it, so we'll start breaking down the defenses while we figure things out. Oh, we got incoming. Single Reaper and a Butcher and a Slicer. Well, the Nars need to go... It's a little dangerous to send them forward. It's also a little dangerous to leave them where they are. Alright, these guys need to go back to friendly territory. Maybe that's what we should do with the Tenacious Experiment, too. We outnumber the incoming guys in terms of command points, but our ship designs are kind of old. I mean, we could just let the battle happen. Let these guys lose. They'll do significant damage, and then we could clean up with our capture fleet, maybe. Yeah, that might be good. That might be good enough. And you don't even have another probe yet. I don't know what you're doing. I guess we'll send the Nars ahead. Ooh, it looks like they'll actually move further than... I'm going to move them to Gia, and then we'll free space over to NALLIN from there. That should be safer. I don't want them to arrive on NALLIN ahead of the combat fleet. That could be disastrous. Why do I keep clicking that button? I know it's just going to take me to the ship that has no... I don't know why there's an idle fleet notification on a ship that has no movement points and no probes left. Like, I actually couldn't issue it any orders. Hey, look at all the money we have now. We're actually doing okay on cash. Oh, you jerk. He just barely didn't arrive. Alright, Dominic Hovenen. Let's get some more resources. Okay. Did he...
friendship with you.
Did he declare?
Maybe that will help you.
We hail your rational leadership.
Oh my god.
Make of this
There it
what
is.
you will.
Okay.
The unfallen greet you in peace and harmony.
Huh.
Wishing to make a mutually agreeable proposal.
Their alliance is no longer at war with everyone in the universe, so they would probably just help me. Even so, I don't know that I would necessarily want my victory condition to be tied to theirs. Alright, so let's send the Drakkar down here. Alright, battle was started here. We'll deal with that in a second. Oh, get out of there. It is apparently not safe. Alright. I guess we should make these decisions after we see how the battle goes. So our ships are... short-range projectile, medium-range energy, and medium-range energy. So maybe something more like this? This way the ships that are using energy weapons can get those critical hits. Yeah, alright. Let's see how much damage we can do to them with their own ships. This is a free battle from our perspective. We didn't spend anything on these ships, so that's nice. So this, when you're at this distance, you get an overall flotilla health meter rather than a ship-by-ship health meter. I think it's a lot less useful. That's the reason I usually go to overhead, but then zoom down. Oh, that's right. These have bombers. Okay, so one of our ships down, one of their ships down. The bombers haven't even arrived yet. Or the bomber, singular, hasn't even arrived yet. But we lost a butcher and they lost a support vessel. That definitely favors them. bomber's focusing on the smaller ship. That's strange. I wonder if it's the case that fighters and bombers are more resistant to the target interference stuff that some ships have. You know, that plus percent chance, minus percent chance to be targeted stuff. Alright, a decisive victory. We just had more large ships than they did. We had more command points. It's really unfortunate for them. 700 dust, 700 science, and again, we spent nothing to get there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So, a declaration of war from Yellow. This is Riftborn. This is Riftborn. I don't even know where I expect him to show up, honestly. Alright, we have enough antimatter to build a big science building. Let's make sure that... Okay. Alcyone is where we want to do that. Plus 40% science in the place where we're already producing close to 2k. Seems like the obvious choice. And then in Airy... Here, Virak is the one that I guess I expect him to take most. It's already within their sphere of influence, although maybe that means they don't feel they have to take it. But I guess let's just do builds that don't cost a lot of strategics. We have enough dust that we could rush some pretty good ships if we had to. May want to build tractable armaments. Just make sure things stay under control. Yeah, we don't need... Well, maybe we do want adamantine mines. Yeah, he declared, but he doesn't seem to be an immediate threat, so I'm going to keep treating it like it's not an issue for the moment. We'll see how things actually work out. Alright, and next turn our fleet will be in orbit of NALLIN, and we'll see how things go here. If we can burn the Craver capital, I'm going to feel pretty good about our chances. Getting a lot of notifications about economic victory. Enough that it's making me kind of nervous. Alright, they scrambled ships from the planet's surface in response to our arrival. Seems to me to be a pretty bad play, actually. Yeah, and then they immediately left. We certainly don't need to watch that. Alright, and the Drakkar will just pound the planet's surface.
Through your actions, this universe begins to
Absolutely.
feel like a sanctuary, not a prison. We have a
What on earth? What is going through your robot brain? Yeah, of course you want a truce. Okay, hey, we did it. Nice. 100 antimatter, very useful. And no, absolutely not. We'll take a truce after we've destroyed your capital and your hopes of contributing to the game in any meaningful way. So, life form, subterranean... Okay. The subterranean ones are unlikely to yield anything cool for us, but we'll search them anyway. This is all stuff we could sell. Or trade, should we get back to a place in our lives where trade seems like a thing I'm even interested in. Yeah, Yellow's making me a little nervous with all of his expansion. We may have to go pop the bubble the same way we did last game. Fortunately, I think we're up to the task. So do I want to capture NALLIN? We're back to here. It's probably going to be quite built up. It's going to put us over our limit, but we just completed a level 4 system upgrade recently, so we could push our limit up by 1. Hey, that's a lot of ships that just moved through ZUBEN. I don't actually have anything here guarding, so... So they put down an outpost despite the fact that we are blockading the system. How do they think this is going to work? I don't know. Who can say what is going on in the mind of a Craver? Let's merge these guys up. I think the Slayer Drakkar fleet can maybe fall back, pick up some stuff on ZUBEN, and be ready to port back into the rest of the Empire. I will leave the stolen Craver ships in charge of guard duty over here. Yeah, they need repairs, so they'll just keep orbiting that. Alright, over here we get to kill another rebel. Okay, it's trying to tell us they're on status. I thought we checked. Let's go check again. Let's do a better job this time. Alright. So it was antimatter that we were short for leveling stuff up to level 3. So where do we want to slip a level 3 in? Actually, Eri and Rassam are probably the prime candidates, just because population. Yeah, I think it makes sense to do it here. This should be fine. And we're not too far off of having the resources to do it in Rassam as well. And then we can start with some more level 4s, and things are alright. Things are alright until the UE show up. See when those yellow fleets appear on our borders, how I feel. I mean, I'm right here where the quest marker is. I guess maybe it's just showing here because, like, this is where they're going, so just sit here and defend. We have 100 diplomatic notifications. I'll be right with you guys. Another 10% science on your system is awesome. Ting, I think, is out of skill points that do anything for his system, really. Here, this will give us a small amount of dust. We're pretty happy right now. Yeah, I guess I'd rather have 10 extra approval than a very small amount of dust. Okay, Alcyone needs to build. Let's see here, we're ecstatic. We're not hot or sterile on most of our worlds. I guess we can make this real quick, and then we just make ships. Oh, hey, we actually hit our manpower limit. Finally. Yeah, there's no sense in putting in mining stuff, like the only resource we're gathering is Hyperium. Yeah, ships. Make me another one of these fleets, because they're cool. They're cool fleets. Alright, what is all this?
Church, your actions are those of faithless
Whatever you're planning, you don't want to hurt us harmless sophons.
The unfallen
Okay.
greet you in peace.
I don't think I want to tie myself to anybody's alliance. Ratio UE... Oh, the Valyani joined the UE's empire.
In the opinion of the Church, your actions are those of...
Okay. That's not great. We need to be at peace with those guys. I don't have it in me to fight them right now. Not that we couldn't do it from a logistical and military standpoint, but I'm bored by the very concept of war with them. Get out of here with this. I'm just gonna go and try to resettle Gia and PAVO. Yeah, we'll just search all these. Again, I'm not too worried about the photobomber anomalies because I don't think that we're going to get that in time for it to actually be meaningful. I think we're probably, if I have my way, we're not going to engage in too much more war. We've gotten the war slingshot that we can benefit from. I think we're sort of past it. Okay, what are we about to finish here? We have 2 more Slayers. Let's merge these all up. We might be able to take one of these ships. I wish I had another Drakkar here. Oh, hey, the Ark. So the Ark has 22,000 health, 1196 weapon systems, 791 defense. And it doesn't think it's going to win the fight, or it would have engaged on us already. But maybe for the sake of safety, we should fall these guys back from PAVO. I mean, I guess we need to catch that escaping colony ship when it lands here and then blockade the outpost. See, I think all it's telling us is that this is where the Vodyani rebel fleets would like to be, because they're certainly not over here. Well, where the heck is the other fleet? Because I want this quest reward. We killed almost everything by ourselves. I don't know, I guess just chill here for the minute. Where's the other place that I was building ships? Because I definitely built some ships somewhere, didn't I? I queued some ships up. Oh, they're after a building that's being constructed, aren't they? Alright, we have some sterile worlds here. We could also... Oh no, I don't want to build this because I want to save that antimatter for the system upgrade. Oh hey, these guys aren't in defense mode. They won't actually stop the Craver vessels. Alright, I'm not at war with Blue, right? I'm having trouble keeping track now. Okay, these are the only people in the galaxy I'm not at war with right now.
Through your actions, this universe...
Still no. Okay, the Ark is attacking us at PAVO. I mean, it does not have crazy weapon systems. It's entirely projectile-based, and we are all the way projectile-defended. I don't know that I've ever fought an Ark before. We'd rather be at medium range. I guess we have energy weapons, so it makes sense to go for the crits. We should probably have this guy be the one out at medium range, right? Yeah, so let's... We're gonna do this. I don't actually know what's gonna happen. Okay. I assume we can't kill it. Huh. They initiated a battle that was so terrifying for them that they chose to retreat rather than fight us, even though retreating would kill them because they have nowhere to retreat to. Very strange. Very strange. I mean, obviously I'll take it, but real weird. Okay, where are we at on this system? Yep, it's coming down. Okay, small amount of antimatter. Let's go back to Vega and search the one curiosity that I forgot about. They just have arcs that they feel comfortable running around and threatening people with. Still not seeing a lot of ships. Okay, this is something. But it doesn't look like they're actually headed to Virak. In fact, I think this is the front of the ship, right? Are they like... Are they free-moving all the way out to Kraz, maybe? I don't know. I don't have any idea what anybody's doing. Everybody's making very confusing moves. Alright. Heka is not a place where we want to do our upgrade, right? We want to prioritize... Oh no, Heka is actually totally reasonable for that. Put these in the other order. Okay. Things are going well. Ish. Alright, he doesn't have any percentage science increases, so it doesn't super matter where he is. I guess it matters that he be on a system that has the percentage increase buildings, but they're all going to have them by the end of this, so probably not too big a deal. Alright, we probably could use mining structures. Yeah, our science output's really coming along. So Rassam has very little else to do. We still need to be able to colonize this planet, although people will hate living here. But yeah, maybe it's just build a couple more ships time. Wow, we have a lot of industry on this system. Well, going in for some science scoops might be good if we're going to keep fighting people. To help us propel toward that science victory, although we do need to be able to actually win the fights. Why don't we make... Oh, we're low on antimatter. Why don't we make a long ship and then, like, some carves? Just have a little internal defense force. Aerie doesn't really have anything to build. We can't build too many really useful things, or useful ships. I guess let's make some carves here. Like, we'll just have a lot of planets that have some ships on them, just in case this alliance actually does want to make a move. It kind of looks like they're not intending to actually do anything right now, but we can't necessarily trust that to be the case forever. Oh, ZUBEN still has actual useful stuff to build. Okay. I'm assuming that there's not much antimatter on the marketplace. Yeah. There's a resource that people are pretty starved for. Right, so it doesn't look like we're going to need to rush ships, since we are now basically switching over into full ship production, so we should probably use this dust to rush system improvements instead. We should probably refigure our government a little bit.
The unfallen...
Still no. Ooh, hey, Reaper. Let's get him. So he'd like to be short range. I wouldn't. And we don't need to watch this. This is probably just gonna be him retreating, is my guess. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't really take a lot of damage when retreating. That's weird. I think there's a policy card or something for that. That's the reason that that's happening. Alright, so this area of space is being patrolled. We could try to send a Drakkar over here to maybe get a hold of some of these ships. We do have one already. Do I have a Drakkar finished anywhere that could be ported over here? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, well, let's just take him then. I mean, we should grab something. We have a long ship, right? Yeah. I mean, they're just gonna retreat. This isn't really a big deal. Oh, they want to stand and fight, huh? Well, we can certainly do that. So they would prefer we conduct this battle at long range. Turtle up. Or would we be better off doing Get Lucky? Yeah, we're all energy weapons. Let's watch this. So, a question that I have had that I do not know the answer to is whether you can even use boarding pods on small ships. We have really only seen them active in battles that are mostly medium-sized stuff. So let's see if it is possible to even attempt to boarding party a small ship. I assume that's something that we're going to have the possibility of doing here. I gotta say, this anti-manpower strategy is turning out to be much more powerful than I had imagined it would be. Oof. Boy, that was some hits. Is that the longship over there? No, it's just a slayer. Okay, so we've captured their medium vessel. This is where we see if the boarding parties are still working. Yeah, you can totally try to steal smalls. I don't know that it's worth the effort, but good to know. And in fact, we'll probably get this one. One more boarding party needs to land. Alright, there it is. Yeah, this is really not working out for them. They need to focus on bullet weapons. They need to focus on, like, swarm missiles and flak cannons to prevent the boarding parties from landing in the first place. So we lost a couple of slayers there. It's not bad. Let's merge these guys up for now. And I guess you guys. Where do I want this little fleet to end up? I guess we should have somebody at Heka. And this fleet's not large enough to actually be terrifying to anybody, so just serve a minor defense purpose. Okay, yeah, we have anomalies in places that are useful, and then just more science. Always more science. We should probably rush some of this, right? I don't quite have what I need to rush this, unfortunately. This would be plus 14 to all resources. It's not a huge benefit. Maybe it's not even worth rushing. Yeah, let's rush actual science buildings. Alright, Cygnus needs stuff. Oh, Cygnus has lots of good stuff to build. We were so focused on military stuff for a little while there that we really did let ourselves get behind on some important buildings. I mean, I guess, to be fair to myself, I wasn't 100% sure which victory type we were going for. And I still haven't decided whether we're taking NALLIN or just burning it. We can certainly afford to take it. We'll be able to increase our settle limit quite soon here. I guess +1 influence per citizen is fine on his system.
Through your actions,
Still no. I appreciate that they're not trying to weasel thousands of turns of tech out of me though anymore. Okay, so we need some adamantium to push the next development level here. 2 turns. I need something for this system to do for 2 turns. Make ships, I guess. But we can afford to spend antimatter. It's adamantium now that we need for these systems. Although we could also build more boarding party fleets. I mean, we don't really need more ships. I think we might be good on ships forever. But I guess we'll build some more because I don't know what else to do with our time. Okay, well, it kind of looks like this is not completable. It seems like it's maybe bugged. We're definitely not seeing any more fleets. Well, hopefully it counts the fact that we got most of it done. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Alright, you guys just chill in the hangar. So where are we on this? Ah, those are some far-flung curiosities, huh? We can't grab this one with our with our system build menu, it has to be an actual scout ship. So are none of them actually anywhere near our current scout? No, none of them. Okay. Guess we'll just head in that direction. Maybe we'll be able to get some. What's the value of continuing to produce these ships? He's got to know how this is going to go. You know what we should probably be doing? We should be looking around the galaxy for sources of transvine, because we can't buy any from the market, because there isn't any. But we might be able to trade enough off of people to pop our population booster. It actually looks like there's not a huge amount of it out there. The UE and the Sophons are the ones who seem to have the most,
What do you want?
seem to have the only
Kinda
deposits.
busy.
They don't really have any. And something tells me that the UE is not just going to give us their stuff.
Now you begin to understand the art of real politic, no?
So, war momentum is moving against them because we are more powerful, I assume. We won a battle in this war when we drove off that arc. Alright, I guess I'll just wait. Like, he can't actually come after us. Maybe I won't just wait. Maybe we'll go take some stuff. Mintaka's probably a pretty good system, right? Yeah, alright, I think that's where we're ending up. So we're building all these ships. Let's just put them to use. This fleet's not not a big contributor. Those two little ships, they can wait. Alright, so we've got everybody's gathering at Aerie. Aerie could probably use an actual portal of its own. We can certainly afford the resources for it. Maybe Vyrak is where we should be gathering, but I prefer to travel along space lanes where possible. It's just so much faster. Okay. I think I'm just gonna trash NALLIN. Man. Yeah, not a lot of science potential in this system. Yeah, alright. We'll take it down with the privateers. We'll keep bombarding it for a while longer, and then we'll send in the raiders. The quote-unquote raiders. Oh, another thing we could be doing with our dust that I totally just remembered is that we could... I haven't interacted with the trading company systems at all, but we could be buying extra freighters for our trade system, or for our trade fleet, so it'll gain experience faster, and it gaining experience faster helps you unlock more trading companies more quickly. Also, you can get some science income from trading companies, but it's never very much. Like, if we... Yeah, we're increasing dust and science income along this route, theoretically, but we haven't even gained a whole point of science yet. And as you can see, the freighters get more and more expensive. Still no. Still no. Still no. And we're throwing down at NALLIN. Okay, I think that is pretty to my benefit. I do not think that that is a wise idea for him, but he has to try to get us off his capital somehow. Alright, and here on Staterus, we are out of cool stuff to get, right? Okay. Let's pop these out and figure out how we want to build this fleet. We don't have any long ships here right now. Was I even building long ships anywhere? Okay, yeah, some are coming. We could send the Drakkar from here over there so that we'll have 2. Yeah, alright. Let's do that. ZUBEN could use a little bit of reinforcement now. Obviously, we attack this guy, run him off. Obviously, I'm saving the battle at NALLIN for the end of the turn here. So, okay. Band together 2 Drakkars, support them with just whatever we have around. I guess actually this is okay. I was debating whether we want the science scoops to be in the same fleet, but I think it's probably fine. Okay, this is a scary fleet that is capable of doing some real siege damage. And I think if they're not actually gonna come to us, if they're just gonna stand back and threaten and saber rattle, we'll just bring the war to them. Wait for this to get built, and then these guys will move to the front. Okay. Let's go say hi. Oh, we're gonna need some NARs, though, aren't we? Build me... Because I don't want to take all of his systems. Actually, build me just like a bunch. Here, we can make 5 of them in 2 turns. That'll get the job done. Like, I don't know that I want to take Hydrus. We want the capital. The capital, I'm sure, will have some great buildings on it. And then once we've done that, I bet he'll back... I bet their alliance will back down. And it'll mean Virak is actually ours permanently. Safe. Yeah, I guess don't go anywhere for right now. Okay. Let's resolve this battle. So he's got a short range, a bullet ship. 2 bullet ships. So we can take this fight out to long range with our very versatile laser weapons. And I think probably we'll do alright here. As much as this is not totally ideal distance, we probably want somebody large in here. And he's really damaged, but he's also the one at the worst range for them, so he'll survive a while. Okay. This is crazy, but it's a desperation move, right? They know if they don't do something, they're going to lose their capital. And I know we haven't really messed with the fighter and bomber systems at all, and I doubt we will this game, but we might, that might have to be a focus for a future game. Because I'm pretty committed to this, this draining manpower strategy. It's pretty good. Alright, well, we're slowly getting through to this ship. Oof. You know, they're outfitted with some bullet weapons, but they also have some rockets, and I think we are going to lose the damaged longship to them. It looks like this flotilla should go very, very well for us. The butchers are always the one to be worried about. Oh, that longship is actually still alive. Just barely. How many hit points does it have? Obviously, this is over. 158. So considerably less than any weapon strike. Alright, 1,300 more science. And they've already put another butcher in the air. Well, I see no reason to be in a rush here. We're in control of the situation. So, on ZUBEN, we can build the F-Reality Institute. What we actually want to build is a system upgrade on Cygnus, I think. Well, they only have 11 population, and their science output is not super high. We should make sure all of these systems actually have F-Reality Institutes. Yeah, like, this is a way better play. Okay. These carves are going to stick around for the moment. These guys are going to stick around. They're playing defense. We still have systems that need construction orders because I just kind of slid right past them. Okay, this is good. We do need more adamantium coming in, and then honestly, I don't even know what to do here. Could be more ships. Doesn't feel great. Kind of think we're okay on ships. We'll make some more, I guess, basic defense stuff. And Esh still has plenty to do. Alright, let's declare on these guys before they have a chance to move away. Obviously, we don't want them going anywhere. I hit the button, but I immediately realized we weren't actually done. And this should be pretty easy. I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to lose the this longship. Actually, what we should do is we should move it out to one of the non-middle flotillas. Right, because his ship's going to be in the middle. So it'll fight our middle ships first. Okay, managed to keep it out. Well, I guess he just retreated. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Quest failed because the game didn't actually spawn the 9th fleet, it seemed like, so that's not great. Yeah, we didn't even try on that quest. In 20 turns, ensure that you have the highest level of Empire approval in the galaxy. We can probably do that just by, you know, having 100. Hopefully player wins ties. A lot of heroes leveling up and not really getting a lot of relevant skills, unfortunately. That's relevant, though. That's some pretty good damage. Okay, this planet's pretty torn up. We can probably just go now. Sorry, you want a truce? But you'll take heck... What? You're gonna pay me 100 dust for my capital in this truce? What on earth? Who would ever accept such a deal? Also, I'm winning. I'm winning the war. I mean, this is a problem in every 4X game, right? These like super weird deal evaluations. It's a tough problem. Okay. We're still putting together ships over here. All right, I think it's time to go on this. Yeah, our manpower advantage is not very large, I guess. And we'll give him one more turn. I want to make sure that that's an easy win, because we're going to need these ships elsewhere, like, pretty soon. Yeah, I suppose no reason to wait. Let's send it all. This is about to be an actual war, so Virak might want to get to building some defenses. The war's been cold for a long time. I think it's about to warm up considerably. Alright, everybody's building important stuff. Oh, hey. An election. I think we can probably transfer off of these guys. So we've been doing a ton of science work. Our people are probably pretty science-minded right now, and we threw our own party behind, or we threw our own weight behind the science party. So I expect them to win the election. The militarists obviously will be second, because boy oh boy have we engaged in some military stuff. Ooh. That ended up being pretty close. Actually, I wish these were numbers and not bars. Okay, the militarists held. Well, the top-level science law is now available, and it is quite a thing in a war. We gotta reconfigure our government, probably. Wow, let's worry about this in a minute. Okay. We're approaching Hydrus. Man, these portals are extremely good. It is so tedious to manage war logistics with factions that have to do normal transport for all their ships. Alright, anyway, do we want to be building anything else? Hold on. Let's merge these guys all up. Kind of an awkward fleet. We need to get this fleet and that fleet together and re-merge them a little bit so that one of them is totally focused on the manpower thing. Because right now we're kind of doing a weird split. Alright, they've launched more ships at NALLIN, but they've launched them as separate fleets. So, the reason that they did this is that they expect that we will attack them and win. But each of our fleets can only attack one other fleet per turn. So we can't kill both of their ships. And I believe I will not be given the choice. When we hit the attack button, it will just attack whichever fleet is considered stronger. This is a time-buying tactic, is what this is. Oh no, it merges them together, that's right. I know what I was thinking. Well... we probably don't need to watch this, right? But they're going to have top and middle flotillas. So the longship should be safest here. Yeah, we probably don't need to watch this, but I want to. Never mind, won't be necessary. Yes, this is interesting that their coordinators are taking so little damage from retreating. Is that a trait of coordinator class hulls? Alright, that's a very significant advantage. Let's burn this thing down. I don't want your weird, burned out colony. Yep, our troops are very, very good at fighting. Yeah, I guess like get lucky is the right way to do this. This is really tough for them. Like, they're in a bad position. Were I this player in a game, I don't know what I would do. No, I do know what I would do. I would start a new game. Alright, so Heka could probably use his level 4 modernization. Seems like a good thing to do with our time there. Here on Alcyone, yeah, we should build some autonomous administration where possible. Is Rassam a good place for a new trade company headquarters? I think I'd rather have it be like... Are we going to hold Dekel? I might just toss it. Like, once we're done using it as a staging ground, just impactless sites and disengage entirely. So maybe ZUBEN is where we should queue up the... Oh no, ZUBEN's already a trade company headquarters. That's right, I had this idea before. So... Erie wouldn't be a horrible place for it, actually. That means I still don't know what I'm building on Rassam. We certainly don't need a well-being foundation. Let's... I guess just ships? We could just make dust. We don't really benefit from improving food here very much. We should probably... Given that we're done building stuff, we should probably swap all these planets to exoscience stations, even though the benefit is relatively minor. And then, I guess, just make dust that we can use to buy out science buildings in other systems? F-Reality Institute here is not a terrible idea, but actually we have a lot of good stuff we can build that doesn't eat into our antimatter. Okay. Well, I think the Craver War is winding down in its final stages. We don't necessarily have to take all this stuff from them, although I might take some of it. We might take Dobrynia, at least for the Quadronics. Although, we're not going through our Quadronics very quickly. But if we had all this Quadronics, we could start actually using those Hell Laser arrays. And it's a good deposit. Look at that, 0 of 5. Yeah, alright, we'll probably take Dobrynia. And then we'll maybe tap out there. Maybe we'll finish him off. We don't really need to, though. But this war, just spinning up. So, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. We're going to convert another empire into a science slingshot. And we'll see you then.